Welcome to The Herd. I'm Mariah Stevens. Now, as you might already know, we kind of like to switch things up on The Herd, keep things fresh. And so today, we're going to be focusing almost exclusively on pop culture because a lot has happened even just in this last week. So I have Jordan Woodruff and Morgan Weiler here. And so the first thing we're going to talk about is child stars and rehab. And this is not a new topic by any means to pop culture, but there are some stars we've been seeing come out of rehab that I don't think we ever even expected to see go. So starting off with Amanda Bynes. So she just got out of rehab, or she's fixing herself up. She's registered now at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in LA. I mean, she had it together for so long. Like,
yeah.
She made, like, when she was in She's the Man, that was so good. And she was, like, hilarious and on the Amanda Show and, like, doing awesome for herself. And I feel like so many other stars, she just fell off the deep end. Like, went crazy. The girl is insane. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I just watched Sydney White over the weekend. And
it was on ABC Family.
Yeah, and I was like, how could she have gone from this to this? Like, it was so sudden.
Really sudden.
All of a sudden, one day I was on Twitter and everyone was like, Amanda Bynes. And I was like, what happened? Like, how did this happen?
She just went nuts.
Like, crazy.
And it's sad, like, she, TMZ reported, that's, like, the only, I guess, pop culture news outlet that my mom even trusts. She's like, if it's on TMZ, it's not true. But so they first reported that she, like, Twitter announced that she regretted her Drake tweet, if you guys remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a little inappropriate. But so she regretted doing that. And, like, some people are saying, too, that the reason she's so crazy is because of, like, when she was on the Amanda Show, she had all those different characters she played, and that it kind of sparked her being bipolar, which is really sad to think, because that was a fun
kind of
thing.
Scary
like,
to think. So many people do that these days.
Right.
Like, how she got famous was all, like, 'cause she could do all these different personalities.
Yeah.
And then someone saw that and was like, wow, she's really funny. And then she was on, like, the Amanda Show and, like, those little Nickelodeon, like, nighttime things.
Yeah.
And that just is scary that something that's supposed to be fun can make you go crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't understand, like, how this happens. Because she was, like, 15-ish when she started. When I was 15, I wasn't, like, I don't know, falling off the deep. Like, what is television, like, doing to these kids? Like, what's in the water? Like, I just don't understand, like, what's going on.
How old is she now?
20-something.
So she's pretty old now.
Yeah. Pretty old, yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just surprises me because, like I said before, she was so bad, and now she's, like, in college. I read that she's super nice to everyone she talks to.
Yep.
She interacts with her classmates like regular people.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand how this could happen so bipolar.
Just like him, and I feel like it was really sudden. And then also with stars the other star too, Selena Gomez, and also Kesha.
Yeah.
So those two, Selena Gomez.
Never thought that
That's
would
a
happen.
shocker.
What?
Huge shock.
Do you know that she told Demi that she wouldn't support her or be friends with her when she went into
I
rehab?
remember
and now Selena's in rehab.
Yeah.
Like, that
And
just
here's
made
the
me
thing,
so mad.
granted, she was only in rehab for 2 weeks, and she, like, voluntarily put herself there. And beforehand, it said she was saying, "Oh, I'm really exhausted. Oh, you know, I need to take a break."
Yeah.
And then it came out that she was an alcoholic, and she's barely 21.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying the age has a role, but, you know, obviously she has,
She
like,
was
more.
doing so good,
Yeah.
though. Like, I thought she was going to be that one star that was going to stay on, but I thought with Amanda Bynes, too.
Yes.
We all thought that. Yeah.
So,
no,
I don't
exactly.
know.
I kind of wonder if Justin Bieber, like, had any role in this.
I would.
They just
I
both
think-
were,
I
like,
think it had a
doing
huge
good,
role.
and then
Yeah.
both
And then they
just
both
started spiraling
crashed.
down.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
Wow, and I wonder, now that I wonder if there's, like, you know, he lost her, and that was really the real reason he fell off the deep end. Because some people are like, oh, you know, he wasn't everyone kind of didn't like him because of Selena Gomez, so he was trying to, like, but I wonder if it was really, like, she broke my heart is broken, and then him being everywhere, she was like, I can't handle this, and then, wow.
I love them together. Like, they were really good together.
They were.
And then all of a sudden,
Like,
everything's just so sudden in Hollywood.
It really is. But one that's not so sudden, Kesha.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
So she was always just kind of, just a little bit. And she slowly, and then she kind of disappeared. Like, it wasn't like a sudden thing, but you just kind of were like, where did Kesha go?
Like, gone.
And then it just came out. So she just got out of rehab. She dropped the $sign.
How many times has she been in rehab?
I thought it was only once. Has it been more than once?
I guess I just kind of assumed she's been in there a lot.
maybe this is the most like notable length of time that she's been in there. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm glad because I liked Kesha. You know,
I agree.
She was really different. But go ahead.
There were a couple like swimsuit pictures that came out of her, she got really heavily criticized.
Yeah.
Like, she's a normal person, like things happen, but
like criticized about her body.
about her body.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So she was just like torn apart. So I
Yeah.
can see kind of where she would like run into anorexia and bulimia. Like if I was torn apart by millions, like
Yeah.
I'd feel kind of bad about myself
Right.
too. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know. That's a little more bit more understandable.
Right.
But like she's always been just borderline like psychotic anyway.
Right.
So whatever.
No, exactly. But I'm glad to see, like, I mean, granted, they're acknowledging the fact they need help. They're getting help.
That's so true.
I mean, I feel like they
Yeah.
do have to be commended for that. And especially in today's, it's like, it can be hard to admit that, like, mentally you're unstable because,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that's so frowned upon. Like, no, you're, like, don't talk about being depressed. Don't talk about, you know, whatever. So they do it. We do have to give them kudos for that.
Yeah.
So a little bit,
Hello.
just a little bit. All right, so we're going to head into a commercial break, but when we come back, we are going to take a look at some celebrity splits. Stay tuned.
The NDSU Bookstore, where every true fan and alum goes to get their pride on. Gear up with a variety of high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Made by top-of-the-line brands like Under Armour, Nike, and CI Sport to help you show off your Bison pride. The NDSU Bookstore has everything you need in your two favorite colors, green and gold.
The future is constantly unfolding. No one knows better than those preparing for it. Every week, NDSU's student-run television organization, the Bison Information Network, brings you SUTV News, with news about NDSU, the campus community, and current events affecting you. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14, Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.
Deeks Pizza. Prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
Hey, I'm Mariah, and I'm at Bus because not only does it save me money, but with 20 different routes, it makes getting around Fargo much more convenient. I'm at Bus. Do you? Welcome back. Now, with the crazy number of makeups and breakups in Hollywood, we're going to try a new segment called Kisses and Disses. And this week, it's almost pretty much exclusively disses. So the first celebrity that we're going to be talking about is Hilary Duff. So Hilary Duff is getting a divorce from her husband, Mike Comrie, who is an ex-Canadian hockey player. He's not ex-Canadian. He's still Canadian, but he played hockey. And so they've been married for 3 years. But there's a twist, which can you tell I'm excited? Aaron Carter publicly professed his love for her, and we have the tweet you can see. It says, "Don't be that stupid douche that loses the love of your life forever, like me." Now, some of you might be thinking, well, how do we know it's about her? Because somebody actually replied to that tweet and asked him, please tell me you're talking about Hilary Duff, and he said, I sure am. And then subsequent tweets kind of revealed more that that's who he was talking about. And I don't know about you guys, but I really hope this happens. I really do.
Well, back when they were like, 16 and they were dating,
Yeah.
he cheated on her like twice.
Okay, that's true.
Like, what?
Okay, well, technically
for
he
what
only
reason is she like, I would go back to this because 10 years ago he was
Well,
a
exactly. That
douche.
was 10 years ago. And okay, he was just getting to know Hilary Duff. Lindsay Lohan. So he didn't like exclusively cheat on her the first time. He did cheat on her with her best friend once he got back with her. But here's the thing. He was young. You know, people make mistakes. I just really want to see them together because they're really cute. And childhood Mariah just wants to see them together.
Where has he been for the last however many years? Like all of a sudden he's like resurfaced because he's in love with someone from 10 years ago.
Oh,
like,
well, if you go follow him on Twitter, he is very active on Twitter, and he has been very active on
tweets,
Twitter.
but what else does he do? He's on Twitter.
He's working on a new album.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just a diehard Aaron Carter fan, and like I will always and forever. I mean, well, to an extent, for the most part, like, I will always be on his side.
Always.
11-year-old June,
Defend
it's
him.
like
See,
hoping
thank you.
to
Right?
happen. But on the other side, like they were dating when they were 13. They started dating 13 years old, and
Yeah.
now like he suddenly is in love with her, and she's
Here's
the
the
love
thing.
of his life.
I think
like, what?
the reason he kind of disappeared, he was like, oh, she's getting married. Oh, I made a huge mistake. So he probably like became a recluse, and he was just so torn up about. I think so, if I were
I think
him.
we need to like bring him into some rehab for some mental stability issues because if he's
Get
still
him
holding on
checked
to
out?
something from age 13, I mean,
That's
that-
I mean, it's true love.
I mean,
then.
how well do they know each other now? A lot happens in like.
Okay, and that's actually a really good segue because Paula Patton and Robin Thicke are getting a divorce. Paula Patton and Robin Thicke started dating when they were 14 years old, and they've been married for the last, I think it's about 10 years now, and she wants a divorce. She's asked for a divorce. He will not let go. He publicly announced at he had a concert in Fairfax, and he said, you know, you guys know that I'm splitting up with my wife, but I'm going to try to win her back because she's a good woman, and she's trying to give him a second chance, which I feel like after how many years this is, 26 years, like it's probably like the 15th chance, let's be honest. But I don't know, how do you guys feel about them as a couple?
For me, knowing Robin, like everything he does, seriously,
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't like
him
ask
before.
for the divorce before because
Yeah.
it's like
She's-
crazy.
She's been like super supportive of him though, because like when the Blurred Lines video came
Yeah.
out and it was like super scandalous, like a lot of people had a lot of things to say. Like she stood by him and like stood up against it and was like, I think it's funny. Like
Yeah.
I like the video. So like, I mean, him being kind of crazy and just have a different vision for the way he wants, you know, his music and his image to be portrayed, and the fact that she's like stood by him through that, you know, maybe this is, you know, it's not like just brought on because she's like, oh, he's nuts, I want to get a divorce. It
Yeah.
could actually be like, you know, after 20 years,
Yeah.
maybe it's time that maybe we've realized that we're really not the same people we were when we were 14.
And that makes sense. And I also wonder too if like just for the sake of, I mean, they do have a son now, and just, I mean, for the sake of their public image, if that's the reason she was so supportive of, you know, like the Miley Cyrus thing and the Blurred Lines video, like, I mean, not that she really needs to lie or be dishonest, but, you know, she, just to like, I don't know, just to look good for the public eye.
Yeah.
So I wonder if really she was not okay with all of it.
Like for me, he's now a dad. He has a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying you need to be at home and don't do anything scandalous or whatever,
Right.
but like you're dancing in the VMAs, for example, with Miley Cyrus. Like what kind of image and what kind of example
portray?
are you like giving your children? Like
Right.
seriously, you have an age. You are not 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like you have been married to a woman for 20, like I don't know, 10 years, and
Right.
been dating her like 20 years.
You got
You need to
right.
behave a little bit more.
Well, and I don't think he was so irrelevant that he really needed to do that kind of a show in order to, like, I don't know. I don't think he needed that. So I guess I don't really know what his intent was behind all of that, but that is a really good point. Like, you're kind of old, you have a kid, it's time to shape up a little
Close.
bit. For sure. All right, well, we are going to head into a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite flower. We'll see you in a bit.
Jitters is the NDSU Campus Communities Coffee Hub. Conveniently located right next to campus, Jitters Coffee has a wide range of amenities, including comfortable seating, Wi-Fi, and an assortment of beverages. Jitters is here to meet your needs, whether you're looking to relax and socialize or study in a rich, active environment. Be sure to make your way over for your morning brew, a bite at lunch, or for a break between classes. Get your fix only at Jitters.
The NDSU Bookstore, where every true fan and alum goes to get their pride on. Gear up with a variety of high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Made by top-of-the-line brands like Under Armour, Nike, and CI Sport to help you show off your Bison pride. The NDSU bookstore has everything you need in your two favorite colors, green and gold.
The future is constantly unfolding. No one knows better than those preparing for it. Every week, NDSU's student-run television organization, the Bison Information Network, brings you SUTV News, with news about NDSU, the campus community, and current events affecting you. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14, Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.
Welcome back. Now, not only is today Monday, it is finale Monday for The Bachelor. And I've got Morgan and Alyssa here. They are all about The Bachelor. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I stopped watching it probably like 4 seasons ago. But I do know, I did read an article, I know that Andy, she left because I guess Juan Pablo was not trying to get to know her, and like he was like very superficial, I guess. And so, and then I think, Alyssa, you said she's not the only one that's left voluntarily.
Yep. The other one who left, Charlene, just kind of left because she wasn't feeling it. But back to Juan Pablo being superficial. The only two adjectives he's ever used to describe his dates are beautiful and amazing. Like 2 weeks ago, he's like, I'm so excited to get to know them better. And it's like, okay, well, you pick in a week. So it's kind of like you got it. You have to be able to get to know them now or also 5 weeks ago. He's very superficial. He doesn't go in depth about anything. And Andy made a really good point when she brought up, you know, you don't even know what religion I am, what my political views are. And last week on The Women Tell All, it kind of turned into the Juan Pablo haters show because all these girls had all these negative things to say about The Bachelor. And he's had a lot of flack kind of at the beginning of, he's kind of, I don't even know. He had some negative comments that didn't portray him very well, and granted it's the language barrier, but I don't think when you're on The Bachelor you can use the language barrier to be like, and this is why I'm not getting to know any of the women who want to marry me.
Right.
Yeah, back to Andy. First of all, I have a huge GC on her, like girl crush, hardcore. She's hot, she's smart, she's a lawyer, so she's just like so like into things. I don't know. She has like an attitude. I love her. Like first of all, she's supposed to be the next Bachelorette, and I'm like I couldn't be more excited.
Maybe I'll watch it because she seems like she's got a solid head on her
She's
shoulders.
got it together, and like she said, she like dumbed herself down for Juan Pablo, and I'm like, girl, you shouldn't do that. Like you should just be yourself, because. Okay, so I guess it was on the radio. She was in the middle of like a murder trial in Alabama, and I guess just left. Left the case. Like no one really knew what happened because it's rumored that she's the next Bachelorette. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm really excited.
What does
about
that mean? If she had to dump herself down for him and it still didn't work? Like if he still couldn't like get to her level, like what is that?
Very shallow.
Exactly.
Very. I mean, from day one. But another side note about Andy, kind of when they have the Bachelorette, the relationships kind of progress differently, and they are like actual, like have actual conversations instead of Juan Pablo being like, it's so beautiful.
Well, and I feel like there's this thing with like, and I mean, I feel like with women, and maybe, I mean, I'm not trying to be gender biased, but just from watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, like, guys, it's more okay for you to like be single for longer and to like, you know, kind of play the field, like go, whatever. But with women, I feel like it's more expected, like, okay, you're going to find someone to settle down with. So I almost wonder if maybe that's why these women, because they usually tend to be older.
There was a 21-year-old contestant on The Bachelor this year, like 21. Like I'm 22, and I'm not thinking like, oh, I should go on to The Bachelor to find love because I'm single.
It's usually women that are like 26, 27. There's some who will be like in their like early 30s.
Yeah, and they're concerned about it. But at age 21, like you still have like 2 years left of college. I mean,
and some of their like the descriptions they have. One is like dog lover. And I'm like,
Free spirit.
wow, free spirit.
And that's-
she didn't wear any clothes. That was weird. Like she was like nude the entire show. We're like, oh.
All right.
She did wear clothes sometimes.
She had
to.
when it was required.
But kind of going off of who our picks are, I think he's going to pick Claire because they just have sex, and that's why I think he's going to pick her because I think that's all he cares about.
Yeah, there was that controversial scene in the ocean. No one knows what happened in the ocean.
But in her like little clip afterwards when she's talking, she's like every moment of it was phenomenal, and she like winks into the camera and does interesting things, and you're like, okay, so
in the ocean,
we're not in Vietnam. Yeah, she's like, there's one last thing I want to do here, and it's swimming. So.
Gets him at like what? It was like 5:30 in the morning. Like nothing good happens at 5:30
like
in the
a
morning.
post-cocktail party, like, and the thing is, this stuff goes so late, and all these women are drinking. So by the end of it, they're all
just a little. They're a little.
Yeah, but that's why he's gonna pick Claire.
And I think he's gonna pick Nikki. Nikki's like super negative and stuff, but I just feel like he's always like, oh Nikki, like I love you, like
she's so amazing.
Can't say
I can't wait to get to know her.
Yes, I love
once
Nikki.
I
She's
propose.
So yeah, gosh, he's always like
maybe
bebecitos or whatever. Like he wants a little kid. I don't know.
Okay, so you think it's gonna be Nikki?
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be Claire? In 2 weeks when we come back, we'll check in and see how your predictions measured up. But we're actually going to head into a commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to take a look at the fashions at Paris Fashion Week. Hey, I'm Mariah, and I'm at Bus because not only does it save me money, but with 20 different routes, it makes getting around Fargo much more convenient. I'm at Bus. Do you?
Jitters is the NDSU Campus Communities Coffee Hub. Conveniently located right next to campus, Jitters Coffee has a wide range of amenities, including comfortable seating, Wi-Fi, and an assortment of beverages. Jitters is here to meet your needs, whether you're looking to relax and socialize or study in a rich, active environment. Be sure to make your way over for your morning brew, a bite at lunch, or for a break between classes. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Deeks Pizza. Prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
Welcome back. All right, so I have Jordan and June here, and we are going to talk about some of the fashions that we saw last week at Paris Fashion Week. So the first star that we're going to look at is Keira Knightley. She's wearing Chanel in this weird kind of like eye-bending dress.
Like it's big, small.
Yeah, and it's weird. We're gonna show you a picture here in just a second. But basically, so it's the Chanel dress. It's got kind of like the white, and black is supposed to be slimming.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm trying to decide. I mean, she is a small person. Okay, so we can see this now. She's a smaller person, but it just, I don't know. It's kind of.
I want to go up to her and be like, let me just put my arms around you and measure you.
Right.
I could,
well,
like,
and it's
squeeze
just,
her.
and is it, I don't know. It's such an odd. I mean, it's Chanel. It's couture. It's high fashion. There's some high fashion that's cute, and I don't think that's cute.
No, I think she's too thin for that.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of rumors they have been rumors for at least 5 or 6 years telling that Keira Knightley is anorexic, and in this kind of dress, like you can actually see how skinny she is, And I don't think that's good for her. Like, you need to be, if you're so skinny, like, you can't make curves like that square.
It like makes her body look fake, and it makes her hips look huge because she has that tiny waist and that box figure.
Yeah.
It's not flattering.
Like, I think if she wasn't such a straight, if she didn't have such a straight, like a boy body type,
she's like,
if it was, then maybe it would sit on her a little bit because it wouldn't be so drastic.
Yeah.
Like, so.
She doesn't have curves, so it's like a square.
Yeah, so it's just like
a square,
two
a square.
and a thing, and a thing. It's very odd.
It's like a toothpick wearing a skirt.
No, it really is. Okay, so now we have Kanye. So he was at the Chanel fashion show. Wasn't able to identify exactly who all he was wearing. But all I have to say is for someone who is supposedly so big into fashion, he looks like a mailman.
Yeah.
He looks so blue.
Like, why do you have to wear all blue? Why?
Now, I mean, it's not, okay, it's like head to toe navy, like, okay, whatever. But like, if you've heard those stories of how, I guess he's been like styling Kim since they started dating, like, he's the one who's like responsible for how good she looks all the time. If he's that interested in fashion, like, why is this what, at Paris Fashion Week too? Like, I don't.
It's one of the most important weeks in fashion of the whole year.
Yeah.
And he's wearing that. Like, what's wrong with you?
And it's unflattering too. Makes him look like he's way bigger than he is.
Right.
He looks so nice just on like a black tux.
You know,
like
like there's a way to clean. You know, I'm pretty sure my dad has a jacket like that, and I'm pretty sure it did not cost him like $25,000.
What is? I don't get why stars think it's okay to wear casual clothes at big events. Like, I don't like it, and I don't get why they do that. It pisses me off.
No, there was a French model who was there. Her name was Anna Paradis, or Victoria Paradis, and she was wearing jeans, and they were Chanel jeans, but they were jeans. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you're French, so this is like your home. Like, you're in Paris. You're like, why are you wearing jeans to Paris Fashion Week? Exactly. Like, and I wouldn't have known they were Chanel jeans. They looked like jeans you get at Abercrombie & Fitch. So fashion confuses me. Which leads me into the next one, Kendall Jenner. She's walking the Chanel runway in this odd, now we talked about this a couple weeks ago, that kind of like holographic color is a trend now, kind of like the weird like oil slick, but this jacket, like I get where it's going, but it's not, I mean,
once again, it's not flattering.
At all.
None of these outfits are flattering.
No.
And why the shoes?
It was just a mess all the way. And I guess the whole theme of it, she had like a shopping cart or a basket thing. It was like a supermarket themed fashion.
I wanted to talk about that because like the Chanel runway, I think it was really original. Like they set up a supermarket, and each one of the different props and products where they were adapted to Chanel, like all of them had like Chanel brands on that. It was really cool. And then each one could take a product and like people who were there.
Right.
So that's
and that is kind of cool. I think that, you know, you're so used to having like dark lights and very like serious whatever, and so to have like kind of a refreshing take on what a runway should look like, I do think that's kind of cool. Yeah. And so the last one we have is Rihanna. She's wearing Balmain, and Rihanna, she's kind of iconic. She does what she wants to do. She looks like she just got done doing like Tough Mudder.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
I'm not feeling the color.
That color, nor.
On my computer, it looked tan, and then when I just saw that here, I was like,
it's very muddy.
Not tan.
It's not, and it's like a really bad. Last week, we talked about like nudes as being a very like common trend for now, but that's, I don't know if she was trying to go for that, but it's almost too green. It's like a green brown.
It's a really bad color.
Yeah. It's like someone like dipped it in watercolor paint. That's like every color.
Oh yeah, like the water, like when you're done at the end of the art day and you're just like, it's like the
That's
nasty.
what it looks like.
It's exactly what it looks. And this Balmain, and you know that costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like probably the thread itself was like thousands of dollars, and like I'm
not a big fan of high fashion personally.
Yeah.
I think it's like uglier than anything, but it's cool.
No, I think we can all pretty much agree on that one.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today. For a chance to win 2 Fargo Force tickets, we want you to tweet us your favorite celebrity couple at The Herd NDSU. We don't have a show next week because it's spring break, so have a good week, and we'll see you on the 23rd.